Hey, what's good? My name's Chris Collins. I've sent around million marketing B2B messages, and then we'll talk about best email providers that are currently in the market. I'll bet a lot of people after this video will switch their email providers, and I'll explain why based on the data. And we'll start with those two that you should avoid at all costs. And this is going to be the best, and I'll explain also why you should switch to them, right? So let's just jump straight into it. So first thing that you should avoid at all costs is Zoho. Oh, spoiler already. So Zoho Mail, right? What is that? So Zoho Mail has one of the lowest deliverability rates just because, first of all, not really a lot of businesses are using it. As much as these two that will be on the top, right? And they are backed by a lot of other like email marketing softwares, right? So Zoho Mail had 2 years ago they had massive drops in terms of like marketing. So say they don't really want people to use their platform for marketing reasons because the upside is right. Okay, so let's talk about the upside. So the upside is that you can purchase one. It costs $1 per month per user that you have, right? So let's say you have 3 domains. Let's say you have 3 people like K at something Gmail, right? And K and KL at Gmail. Doesn't matter. Like you get a point, right? So 3 domain email addresses, right? So it costs you $3 per month in order to run them, right? But the downside is that the deliverability rates are currently, they have one of the lowest. So they have around like 55-60%, right? Why is that? As I mentioned earlier, it's just because people, especially businesses, don't really operate in Zoho Mail. So there's like a system which detects like, okay, let's say you email from Zoho Mail to Zoho Mail, right? The probabilities will be a lot higher just because it's the same system, rather than let's say you mail from Zoho Mail to the second one that's going to be later, right? Just because those are 2 different servers and they operate completely differently, and if it's not like catch-all, then Zoho Mail will struggle a lot, right? And so this is the upside, they're cheap, but the downside is that most of your emails will land in spam, and you'll eventually have to start over the warming up process because, as everybody knows, you have to oh, my numbers are crazy. So 2 to 3 weeks, right? You have to email for 2 to 3 weeks your new domain and email in order to send a message, right? So you cannot just blast them right away. Great, guys. So yes, and Zoho Mail, I would avoid at all costs. You don't need them. Just avoid them, just because they had a large conflict as well in the past. So it's definitely a red flag. Avoid them. There are a lot better providers than Zoho Mail. Second one is that I hate the most is, yeah, I didn't need it. It's Namecheap, right? I had a bad experience with Namecheap as well. So I think, okay, let's go through pricing first. So I think Namecheap had a solution for $42. $42 USD, and you get 3 email addresses, right? Business email addresses, right? So it's like $3.5 per email address, right? So it's like, again, this mail, KM mail at mail, and KL at mail, right? And it costs $3.5 per month per domain. Yeah, I think math goes something like that, right? It's, first of all, I think they're worse than Zoho. I think you should better off with Zoho than Namecheap, just because my personal bad experience when I was running an email campaign, and I use Instantly.ai, so they're like email marketing software. There are a lot of different email marketing softwares, but it doesn't matter which one you use. But I specifically prefer Instantly just because they are most convenient, right? So I was trying to connect them with Instantly, and I had issues regards like they were blocking the SMTPs. So SMTP is essentially like it's like pinging address, right? Basically for emails, they're blocking it. I was like asking, hey, what is that? They don't really know. So I wasted like 2, 3 weeks of warm up plus like 5, 7 days in order to figure what's happening, and I just like canceled the subscription immediately once I knew that hey, they were specifically doing it in order so I couldn't do the email marketing messages, right? So I would avoid Namecheap at all costs. Write in the comments if you guys use Namecheap for your business and how's it going in terms of like email marketing. But for now, I avoid it at all costs just because there are a lot of better email providers that are currently in the market. And in terms of deliverability, they will be like probably like they're not as bad as Zoho. They'll get like maybe like 60%, right? So it's a bit better, but it's not a drastic difference, right? So if we will go to the next two, you 100% will know that these two will be a game changer just because of the systems that they have, just because of the user base that they have, just because as friendly as they are for email marketing, just because they make money on it as well, right? If you buy domains, not domains, but like emails from them, if they provide emails, then yes, they definitely make money and everybody makes money, right? So let's jump to if you use any of those, just stop them using immediately. And if you use Namecheap, just again, comment below. I'm interested to know your past experience with them as well. So now we will jump into the second best, in my opinion, and based on the opinion of other email marketers as well, and based on data as well, right? So let's talk about Outlook. So boom, Microsoft 365 Outlook emails. So upside is that, first of all, the biggest game changer, right? So you have to understand email in terms of like social platform, right? So let's say you would message on Facebook, right? Why you can message so easily on Facebook just because they're on one server, right? Same is for Outlook. Like maybe the systems are not the basis that for the first that will come up here, right? But the thing is, they have a lot of businesses operate on the Microsoft 365, especially emails as well too. So they have large database, right? So this is the Apple have for that, and that's why they have usually 70. What's going on, guys? Okay, 75% deliverability rates, right? In terms of pricing, I think it's like $40 per email. So it's like $12 per month. Oh yeah, and if you guys don't understand why I only talk about 3 emails, there's a limit believed in the industry that you cannot do more than 3 emails per domain. So you have to stick with those limits, and you can send only. It was 50 messages like 2-3 years ago. Now it's like 30. I would actually suggest to do even less, just because I don't want to nuke new emails, stuff like that. There are a lot of people that actually work with like 100 domains, and if they get nuked or the deliverability of rates just dropped, they didn't really check what's going on. They just like nuke the domain and just push. They already have one of the new one, so they just launched it there, right? So it's 30 messages, right? Messages per day per email, right? Per mail, email per mail. Yes, so you can do 90 messages per domain. Per domain, right? And I would actually, personally, I would suggest to do even lower. I tend to do so. I have a streaker strategy that I know a lot of people don't really talk about. I would actually suggest, so if my TAM, so total addressable market, is low, I would do like 5 messages max per mail. So I'll be like 15 messages per day, right? And you just set up more domains, and it's usually safe, like 3 to 5 messages. You'll never ever trigger a spam. Even you have to re-verify those emails, right, in order to send mail to somebody, right? But like generally you can do 30 messages per day as long as they're hyper personalized or personalized. You cannot do copy and pages because there are a lot of anti-spam systems that will just detect it and block you. So you have to at least personalize your messages in order to do so. If you want to send like 3 messages per domain, you can set up tons of domains and just send spam messages that way. Like I don't suggest you to go spam, but you can do it that way as well, right? So Outlook, yes, and pricing is $12 per month for mails, right? So it's something to consider. They're relatively cheap, right? So it's like $12 per month, nothing ridiculous. And but we'll head to the first one, and I'll explain to you why the first one is a lot better than this one, than Outlook, right? Just because, well, Outlook's the best thing is that they have like large audience, right? But they don't really have like systems against like anti-spam or detecting like if something is landing or not landing into the spam folders, right? They're good. They're good, and they're still believed like second. I believe they're the second best, and also discuss it with a lot of email experts, right? So they say, well, they are good, but this is the best one, and the best one is drumroll. It's Gmail Suite /Workspace, I think their name right now, right? So I'll call it Gmail Suite still. Where's the best? First of all, durability rates. So a lot of businesses operate in Outlook, but most of the businesses like operate in Gmail just because it's efficient, it's reliable, it's arguably one of the most. I think it's most used Gmail because first of all, not only businesses but also like casual Gmail, you usually register it on Gmail service. So as I mentioned earlier, it's important to know the fact that the user base, if there's a large user base, you can connect with more people, right? It's basically like a social platform, right? And even though emails are united, you still should think about it like as a social platform rather than just hey, I can blast everybody, right? Because you can do it with catch-all, right? But you still have to filter it out, right? So Gmail Suite, why is the best? First of all, it has like AI detection. I think they have like a new feature, and they are the only ones. Like Outlook is like semi interested into the email marketing messages, right? They don't really restrict them, but you cannot also like send spammy messages, like as well as with Gmail, right? But Gmail is actually friendly. I think one of the only friendly email marketing providers, in terms of like not email marketing providers, but like email providers that allow to do email marketing, so they are specifically made for it, so they are like more chill with it, right? So in terms of the availability rates, they are usually like 85% to 90%, right? So, and even if you filter them out with all catch-all stuff and stuff like that, then you can do up to 95 to 98%, right? Again, it depends on how good is your data list, right? Again, benefits with Gmail Suite is they're friendly, and you can most definitely send 30 messages per day per mail if you target only the people that have Gmail Suite, right? There are a lot of verification tools that also filter that thing out, right? From which server provider they are currently running. I think it's not that complicated. You can even do that. Some free tools as well on the internet. And it's the best. You can definitely scale 30 messages per day. I wouldn't really suggest to do it with Outlook. And in terms of pricing, I think it was like $8. So they are the most expensive zone. I think it was like 8.4. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's 8.4 USD. So 8.4 USD per account, right? So it's okay. It's mail. But let me take on color. I want to do red. I want to do red. That's mail. And KL. That's mail, right? Good. So 8.4 USD, and it's 25.2 USD per month. Boom. All right, 25 USD per month. And I think it's worth to pay 25 USD per month for them only if you want to send 30 messages per day per mail, right? Again, it's a higher likelihood that you will probably your deliverability rates will drop, right? But the upside is that you can most definitely send 30 messages per day. But if you want to go my route, where basically what I do is I set up lots domains and just send like 3 to 5 messages per day, then I'll probably go to choice, because nobody really does it. I never really heard about somebody doing it that way, and you should definitely guys try it. And let me know in the comments how if it ended well or not. But yeah, well, you will most definitely never land in spam, because like 3 to 5 emails is like normal conversation wise for like even small business, right? And B2B niche, right? So I think it's most definitely worth it. And yes, so again, 30 messages per day per mail is like standard. You need to warm up for 2 to 3 weeks. It's crucial. If we're talking the best price to reward ratios, probably I would go with Outlook, price to performance, right? But if you want to send 30 messages per day, if you want to do the small scale, like small amount of emails, so small amount of domains and large amount of emails, I would most definitely recommend Gmail Suite, right? Go with them. Their go-to. Gmail Suite is the best, and just never ever use these two, because I've had bad past experience with them. I've had other people that have bad past experience with them, and I hope you liked it. And again, I own an AI marketing business where we send at least 100k high personal AI messages per month to your ideal target customer. So if you want, schedule a call with me down below, and let's talk business, like and subscribe.